99 First News starts now.
Yeah, you guys can start talking about dynasties. I'm trying to get this third ring now.
A word the Chiefs have been hearing all week is dynasty, something only a few teams in the NFL can claim. We'll show you how the Chiefs are handling the noise.
And the 2023 AP Most Valuable Player presented by Invisalign is...
And while the Chiefs and Niners prepare for the Super Bowl, the NFL celebrated its best players at the NFL Honors. Who took home the night's biggest award and the history he made in doing so.
First it was the Ravens, now could the Niners be next? We're revisiting an old friend ahead of Sunday's big game. Good morning, we're glad that you're with us here on a really big Red Friday. Pretty significant one. I'm Donna Pittman.
I'm Jamie Weiss. Nick Bender here to get us ready for Super Bowl weekend, and I have been loving the weather all this week.
It's been really nice. It's been great to get out there and really just see how the city's putting on for the Chiefs. Yeah. It's been wonderful, and we're going to have another spring-like day today, but it is going to get a little bit colder for the weekend, but not Arctic cold. But you are going to be back in your warmer coats. You might even be grabbing that warmer coat this morning. It is colder than yesterday, 41 degrees right now, and probably dropping to the 30s here in Kansas City for not too long. Light south breeze at 7 miles per hour, so less wind today. There's the big change. Wind chill values this morning are in the 30s. So that's cold enough, especially for kids who might be going to the bus stop to don the warmer coat. 33 degrees in Lawrence, 34 in Atchison, 35 degrees in Chillicothe, 44 degrees in Odessa. First alert 12-hour forecast for today. Kind of a mix of starlight and clouds right now, and then into the sunshine for this afternoon. The winds are going to kick around to a northeast breeze, so temperatures here in Kansas City might be just a few degrees cooler than yesterday. You may or may not be able to tell a difference this afternoon. In the upper 50s, low 60s in Kansas City. Northeast breeze across northern Missouri, highs in the 50s here, but a warm southerly wind south of Interstate 70. Highs well into the 60s and low 70s. Warrensburg, Sedalia, Warsaw down to Truman Lake and Lake of the Ozarks. Jamie.
All right, thanks for the heads up, Nick. A traffic alert for drivers. Our icons are being a little bit slow loading, but wanted to give you the heads up about an accident this morning. It's going to be on 69 Highway northbound past 223rd Street. This is south Johnson County here. Right lane appears to be blocked, but overall the rest of the metro is looking pretty good. No other slowdowns to report.
It is Super Bowl Red Friday. 2 more days left until the Chiefs take the field against at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas against the 49ers, trying to bring home the franchise's fourth Lombardi trophy in the history of the team. And as we get closer to Super Bowl 58, you've heard the word, right? Dynasty. Yeah, that talk is getting louder and louder.
And everyone looking back at the NFL's most recent dynasty, the Tom Brady-led New England Patriots. So they won 6 Super Bowls with Brady under center, winning back-to-back in 2003 and 2004. Well, they're the last team to do that, but the Chiefs are not paying attention to these comparisons.
I know we've won a lot of football games and been in a lot of Super Bowls. But until you go out there and do it year in and year out and have the mindset of continuing to be great, I don't know if you ever really just talk about it. You just focus on just going out there and winning it as much as possible and let people talk about it once you're done.
Well, if the Chiefs win on Sunday, they would be tied with the Green Bay Packers and New York Giants for the 3rd most Super Bowl titles in the NFL. The NFL's best were celebrated last night during the annual NFL Honors. Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson took home the biggest prize, Most Valuable Player, his 2nd in his career. And it was a near unanimous vote. He received 49 of 50 first-place votes. Jackson led the Ravens to a 13-4 record, throwing for 24 touchdowns and just 7 interceptions.
I want to thank my organization, Baltimore Ravens, for, finally getting this deal done. Shout out to Eric, shout out to Steve, Coach Harbaugh, the whole unit.
Well, Jackson is just the 4th player to win his 2nd MVP before turning 28. Pittsburgh Steelers defensive lineman Cameron Hayward won the most prestigious award of the night. You may recognize the guy who announced it. So the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award. He won the award for his work with the Hayward House Foundation. It focuses on fighting childhood hunger, supporting students and teachers, and aiding childhood literacy.
He's done so much on and off the field, and he's changed so many lives that now I have the opportunity to be part of such a great fraternity and the Walter Payton finalists.
The foundation also honors his father, Craig Ironhead Hayward, a fullback who played 11 seasons in the NFL. He died in 2006 at the age of 39 of brain cancer.
Well, every team has a nominee, right, for players or nominates players for the NFL's Man of the Year award. The Chiefs Nominated Patrick Mahomes for his work with his foundation, 15 and the Mahomies. Last night, the foundation held their Super Bowl of service. Volunteers decorated boxes, which would be sent to area businesses so that people can donate new or gently used sporting goods.
That sometimes is the bridge where a youth might want to participate in sports, but they don't have the means to be able to buy the equipment.
This, by the way, Patrick's second straight nomination.
More nonstop flights depart today from KCI headed to Las Vegas, all to accommodate football fans heading to the Super Bowl. KMBC 9's Martin Augustine is joining us live at KCI. And Martin, are you seeing a sea of red? Looks like it.
Oh, plenty of red, that is for sure, Jamie. Take a look right back here, and you can see the big line. Now, the line itself, that's not that unusual at this hour on a Friday morning, what we've learned here at KCI, but we do see so many people wearing red. I talked to 3 guys that are off to Las Vegas. They don't have tickets to the ball game, but they want to be a part of the fun. If you want to take a look at the departure board, look at the top few flights there on that second panel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 flights to Las Vegas this morning. Indeed, Southwest Airlines today has added 3 additional nonstop flights for a total of 7 nonstop options today. Spirit Airlines is up there too, adding flights. The next one leaves at 7 a.m. Now, American United adding 13 nonstop flights over the last few days and through the weekend, with more flights leaving today, tomorrow, and Tuesday, and more return flights added for Monday and Tuesday to accommodate the crowd. United adding flights today with additional return flights from Vegas on Sunday and Monday. Specifically, Americans added flights today at 12:30, tomorrow at 12:30 out to Vegas. You can even catch one at 6 in the morning on Sunday if you want to get out to Vegas. United adding flights that leave this morning at 10:15 and at 4:15. Now let's go back up to that departure board. And the United flight there that leaves at 10:15, the one we just mentioned that United had added. Look at the flight number there. 2287. United, very clever with its numbering of its flights. 22, of course, is a Taylor Swift song. 87, of course, the number of her boyfriend, Travis Kelce. All sorts of things, all Chiefs here at KCI. Reporting live, Martin Augustine, KBC 9 News.
Oh, Martin, thank you. It's so fun to see folks headed out. Of course, we're all staying here watching the big game. What is Sunday going to look like? I know we got to get there, but...
It's going to be cool and it's going to be dry. It's not going to be Arctic cold, and it's not going to rain, it's not going to snow. I think it's going to be great weather for people to get out and get to any of their watch parties all across the Kansas City metro. You do need your warmer coats this morning. It's 41 degrees, less wind today. Yesterday was a gone with the wind day. 61 degrees for a high this afternoon. Tomorrow morning will be even colder, so warmer coats for this weekend, near freezing. There is a slim chance of a few showers overnight. Fleeting rain showers, maybe a couple hundredths of an inch. Saturday and Sunday, cooler days, highs in the 40s, more sunshine on Saturday, more clouds on Sunday. Big winter storm will pass to the south of Kansas City Sunday into Monday. You're traveling out to Las Vegas this weekend. The weather much improved compared to what we have seen so far this week. Today, 50 degrees and cloudy. Tomorrow, more sunshine and 54, and sunny and 54 degrees on Sunday. And that's still a little bit below normal, so you're still going to bring some warmer weather gear with you if you're heading out to the desert. Donna.
Nick, thank you. Well, Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas opened in July of 2020, and it's already hosting its first Super Bowl.
And KBC 9's Chris Ketz gives us a look at what makes Allegiant Stadium stand out.
So it is a daunting task to sit down to a blank piece of paper and figure out how to spend what is now $2 billion to do a new stadium that has to solve all those problems and make sense financially.
That's what David Manica thinks, because as founder and president of one of the 2 Kansas City architecture firms that designed Allegiant Stadium, he knows all about the problems that come with something like this.
They are, I think, the most complicated buildings to design because they have to do so many things for so many different people.
Building this one came in at just under $2 billion, and there are so many reasons why new stadiums cost so much today. Construction materials like steel and concrete and labor cost more. Buying the land costs more. The latest technology like huge HD video scoreboards and LED ribbon signage cost more. Dozens of enclosed suites and stadium lounges and premium seating can come with kitchens and bathrooms and staff. Bottom line, today's stadiums have to be luxurious enough so people will come to the game instead of watch it at home on TV for free.
But a stadium really has to solve not just the problems or the challenges for the team, but the players, the coaches, the trainers, the owner. And then there are promoters that come in and the stars. There's different maintenance requirements. There's the revenue requirements, and of course, there's the fan aspirations for what their experience is.
Manica wouldn't say if his firm is involved with stadium projects for the Royals or the Chiefs. But one of the goals in any project is designing and building something people will ultimately be proud of. And putting a price on that gets harder every day.
Really cool to see sort of the history going into it and Kansas City's connection. So, Independence, kind of switching gears here, going from football to baseball, because the city of Independence is making a high-speed pitch for the Kansas City Royals.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody saw this coming. City leaders say that Independence, the Independence Center area where the mall is, would make a great spot for the Royals to develop a future ballpark and ballpark village. Now, they say Eastern Jackson County voters may be more likely to support a ballpark in Independence than one downtown, especially because voters who approved a previous sales tax did so for the Jackson County Sports Complex, not to specifically support the Royals and the Chiefs.
The last 5 elections that have been held in Jackson County have been decided by the voters in Eastern Jackson County. I think the election in April would be the exact same way. It would be decided by the voters in Eastern Jackson County.
A Royals spokesman says the team had no comment, that is, on the proposal. He did say that the Royals remain all in on downtown baseball. Read the tea leaves there if you want. Royals officials say that they will announce their site by the end of February. The team has been looking at the site of the old Kansas City Star printing building in the Crossroads. The East Village in North Kansas City also have been thrown into the mix. And now Independence wants them to look at that city. Well, the Kansas City Royals have started a campaign committee to promote the stadium tax. According to a filing with the Missouri Ethics Commission, the team donated $500,000 to its own cause. Jackson County residents will vote in April on the continuing this 3/8 cent sales tax. That money will go toward both the Chiefs and the Royals for another 40 years. Well, we are returning to an old friend ahead of Super Bowl 58.
One that celebrates the Chiefs through donuts. Still ahead, we are live at Mr. G's Donuts with what they've got in store for Super Bowl 58. Mayor Quentin Lucas is at it again when we'll hear what he's putting up for Super Bowl 58.
I'll show you where rain and snow will impact your weekend travel plans with First Alert Future Scan coming up.
Cheering loud, standing proud. Keep it right here for unmatched coverage of Chiefs Kingdom. KMBC 9 News.
Some closures taking place today. That way crews can continue working on the new Buccaneer Bridge project. Starting this morning at 7, crews will be closing the ramp from 5th Street to southbound I-35. And then at 9, crews will be closing the right lane of eastbound I-70 from Beardsley to Broadway, the ramp from westbound I-70 to southbound I-35, and the ramp from eastbound I-70 to 6th Street will all be closed until 3 this afternoon. Another closure we've been watching since 7 last night. All southbound 69 lanes from 119th Street to Blue Valley Parkway. This is 69 Highway, of course. And then the 119th Street southbound to 69 Highway entrance ramp. They've been shut down. This is for construction on the 69 Express project. They will reopen tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. A local donut shop's confections turned out to be a premonition of sweet victory for the Chiefs during the AFC Championship, and they are crafting even more tasty treats for Super Bowl Sunday.
Okay, let's go to KMBC 9's Morgan Mobley live in Shawnee. Hi, Morgan. What's on the menu for game day?
Good morning. Well, Mr. D's Donut Shop is set to open in T-minus 15 minutes, but I actually just poked my head inside of the kitchen a couple minutes ago, and oh my gosh, it is looking good back there. Lots and lots of red and yellow creations, but the donut shop does not only offer Chiefs-inspired donuts, it's also taking a jab at our opponent, the San Francisco 49ers. You can come get a s'mores donut. The 49ers mascot will be on the marshmallow. Then that marshmallow is torched on fire. We'll be showing you that one in later live shots. Mr. D's has also historically made playoff bets with a coffee or donut shop of the opposing team. In just a bit, we're talking with the owner, Mr. Johnny Chen, to ask him if he is doing that for the Super Bowl. Now, last time we were live at Mr. D's Donut Shop, my dad happened to be tuning into our news. He saw it, and he was the first customer through this store. That's how much he loves these donuts. So, Dad, if you're up and you're watching, early bird gets the worm. You have about 15 minutes to get here. We'll see you soon. Reporting live in Shawnee, Morgan Mobley, KMBC 9 News.
Morgan, I love that your dad was. Well, I bet he wanted to also see his daughter. So maybe he'll come up there again today and get the sweet treat of seeing you and then a donut as well. That's awesome. Thank you, Morgan. Well, he's at it again. Kansas City Mayor Lucas is kind of a part-time job for him at this point. Quentin Lucas announcing his Super Bowl bet, I guess, against San Francisco Mayor London Breed. Now, he's making the announcement at 7 this morning from Union Station, and we will be right there following along. So be sure to check our social media pages a little bit later on that announcement. Well, he's not the only one feeling good about the Chiefs. Boulevard Brewing is going against San Francisco-based brewery 21st Amendment. Each brewery has chosen a charity for the losing business to support. I love that. Then everybody wins. So the loser must also send a care package featuring the best beer and food from other cities, as well as showcase the winners' merchandise on their social media pages.
Some of the Vegas fans in Chiefs Kingdom are in Las Vegas this weekend for Super Bowl 58.
But as Cody Holyoke found out, some were already there.
This is really neat right here.
If it has to do with the Chiefs, chances are Tammy Allen has it in her collection.
These are like all of the magazines and cards and newspapers that I have collected. This is only like a fourth of it.
This is a quarter of everything you have?
Yeah. I have tons, like case after case after case after case of it. It's like maddening. It's a lot.
Tammy sees this as an investment, much like the time she spent cheering on the Chiefs in person.
I never miss a season opener, and I always make sure I get a pin for it.
And she's gained something of a following in her travels.
When I go to all the games, everybody's like, can we get pictures? Can we get autographs? Let's do this. They want me in TikToks.
Tammy's gotten plenty of autographs herself. Right now, her favorite possession is a mini helmet signed by Isaiah Pacheco.
I love the way he runs.
But she's constantly adding to her collection.
This is a replica of me. I just had her made.
Got your own bobblehead.
Yep, my own bobblehead, my very own bobblehead.
Tammy was born in Kansas City and moved to Las Vegas 9 years ago. A super fan in the heart of Raider Nation. And she doesn't hold back, especially when it comes to the Chiefs' success at Allegiant Stadium.
They hate it. They're like, that's not Arrowhead West. I'm like, yes, it is. Actually, we own it. We haven't lost a game there yet.
The Super Bowl in town just makes life that much sweeter.
I keep saying to everybody, the score is going to be 31-21. Kansas City's going to take home the crown. I believe it.
I like Tammy. I like that she believes it. Tammy has a goal on her bucket list. She's hoping to follow the Chiefs around to 30 stadiums. So far, she's been to 16, so she's well on her way. Can't wait till she comes to Arrowhead. I don't know if that's been checked off the list. She has the Arrowhead logo, Legos.
The Lego set, I know. It's so cool to see those, and I just love seeing how much pride people have in supporting the Chiefs, and it doesn't help that red's a good color for everyone.
I mean, there are no lukewarm fans in the kingdom. I mean, everybody is just fired up and ready to go. 41 degrees out the door. Before you go, grab a coat. It's colder right now than what it was yesterday morning. Not as windy today, so we had that going for us. Some whipping wind yesterday. We even had some wind damage in Warrensburg. Temperatures in the 30s and 40s this morning. 33 in Lawrence, 39 in Paola, 48 degrees in Sedalia, and 34 degrees in St. Joseph. On our 12-hour forecast for today in Kansas City, this will feel like another spring day, like April. Maybe just a couple of degrees cooler than yesterday in Kansas City. We'll have more of a northeast wind instead of that strong, warm south wind we had yesterday. It's still good enough for 60s in Kansas City with that north breeze across northern Missouri, mid to upper 50s, Maryville, Cameron over to Chillicothe, and then still feeling that stronger south wind south of the river and south of Interstate 70, Lacine, Harrisonville, Warrensburg, Warsaw, more 60s and 70s. There will be a big storm system moving across the southern plains and the southeast Sunday and Monday. This is going to bring heavy rain and heavy snow for some, but the takeaway is this is taking a southern track, so this will not have a great impact on the Kansas City area. You see, this is Sunday morning into Sunday afternoon, places like West Texas, Oklahoma, northwest Arkansas, and then southwest and southern Missouri getting in on that snow Monday morning. Not Kansas City, but if you're traveling south or you have loved ones traveling north on Sunday and Monday, you need to plan on, at the very least, rainy impacts, worst case, snow. First alert 9-day forecast behind that storm system. I mean, sunny, and we're heading back to spring-like temperatures next week, beginning on Tuesday, with highs reaching into the mid-50s. Valentine's Day, maybe something else, 54 degrees, mostly sunny, and then cooler for the end of next week. Jamie.
Hey, that Valentine's Day looks good to me. Thanks, Nick. When we come back, some Northland students are learning by doing, the coffee shop that's putting students behind the counter.
Valuable work experience for Kansas City students.
Class Act Coffee is holding their grand opening today. Class Act is a coffee shop that is run entirely by students in the North Kansas City School District. And it is located in Gladstone on Prospect Plaza. Right now, there are 10 students who work there. It's open from 7:30 in the morning until 1 in the afternoon, Monday through Friday.
Well, Super Bowl Sunday is nearly here. We had a chance to speak with players for the last time before the big day, the big game. Hear what they're saying about the wild ride it's been this season and how they're preparing themselves for Sunday.
KMBC 9 First News starts now.
Super Bowl game day is quickly approaching. Today and tomorrow are all about letting the players focus. We're going to show you how the Chiefs are feeling ahead of their biggest game yet.
And Chiefs fans who are headed to Las Vegas may be getting an early start on their travels today. We'll take you inside KCI and show you how the schedule is changing for the Super Bowl.
Power and Light is making more room for all the people looking for a watch party this weekend. We'll show you what security measures are in place for expanded capacity.
All right, good morning. We're here. This is the Red Friday, arguably the biggest, right?
Right.
Since they started playing in August, biggest this season. Good morning. I'm Donna Pittman.
And I'm Jamie Weiss. We are getting so much closer to Super Bowl 58 in Las Vegas. That's where our Cody Holyoke is joining us live. Good morning, Cody. I love the Chiefs' pride behind you.
Good morning. Happy Red Friday, Kansas City. We are here in the Super Bowl experience, which is just a football lover's dream. And you can even pretend to be Sky Moore if you'd like. You get up in there. And this is just one of the many, many parts of this huge complex, 700,000 square feet here. There are field goal kicking areas. There's pass competitions. There's even all of the championship Super Bowl rings from all of the other big games before this one, and we hope to add a Chiefs ring to that collection. We'll, of course, be here throughout the morning showing you around. Let's go to Nick Bender. Nick, I will say there is still a bite in the air. It is very cold here in Las Vegas.
I bet it is. You're going to get in the 50s today. It's going to be pretty nice. It's not desert weather yet, but it's a lot better than where you were earlier in the week. 41 degrees out the door here in Kansas City. It's colder here right now than what it was yesterday. So you need your warmer coats this morning. Less wind. Wow, was it windy yesterday? That might be an understatement. The wind now only 7 miles per hour out of the south, but it is putting a chill in the air. Feels like 36 degrees here in Kansas City. 44 in Odessa, Lee Summit, 41 in Belton, 39 degrees in Olathe, Edgerton, and Garner, Kansas. Our 12-hour forecast for today in Kansas City will climb into the 60s this afternoon. Maybe just a few degrees cooler than yesterday with a northeast breeze, and that will allow that colder air to ooze in overnight. But today, it's one more day of spring. 50s here in St. Joseph, Cameron, Chillicothe, and then where we have a warmer southerly flow. This is going to be just to the south of Kansas City and the river here on the Missouri side. Highs will reach into the mid to upper 60s and more 70s into central Missouri around Colcamp, Warsaw, and Lake of the Ozarks. Jamie.
All right, thanks, Nick. Going to be a mild start to your morning drive. Can tell you first alert traffic. We're not seeing too many issues on the roadways.
Super Bowl weekend is here. We're now 2.5 days away from kickoff when the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers say hello again in the big game from Las Vegas. Now, there are more things for fans to do as they head into this weekend.
Let's go back out to our Cody Holyoke live at the Super Bowl Experience. Good morning, Cody.
Good morning, Jamie. Good morning, Donna. Good morning, Kansas City. Yeah, if you are looking for something to do, I don't know what's wrong with you, because there's plenty in Vegas. I mean, the Super Bowl Experience, of course, the biggest item when it comes to what the NFL has set up for fans pre-Super Bowl. Of course, that's going to be a lot of fun. We've been watching. We're going to show you around all morning. We're also watching the team because, remember, they are laser focused on the game day. We got to speak with the players for one final chance before we get to the big game. Defense, of course, has started out strong, only gotten better throughout the season. The offense that had fans weary earlier this season is now delivering on a high level. That's what we like to see. This has certainly been a journey for this championship team, and the players say that the bumpy road led us to where we are today.
Every competition we've gone against this year has led us up to this moment and prepared us both physically and mentally, you know. Man, you talk about Jay Jettas, Devontae Adams, like Jamar Chase, all these great receivers. And so when you go up against another one, you kind of have a plan. You kind of have this confidence that you've been here before and you know what you're going to see.
You know, everybody is ready for this game. Everybody is juiced up, exciting. So we got to tone the chippiness down a little bit, you know, into Sunday. And I like the fire. I like the fire in everyone else.
Yeah, they are pumped. They are ready to go. 4 Chiefs, by the way, are now listed on the latest injury report. Yesterday, the team said that Jerick McKinnon was limited because of a groin injury. Rashee Rice limited because of his ankles. Interesting. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire was limited because of an illness. So we'll be watching that. Joe Thuney still nursing that pec injury. He did not practice. The NFL's biggest stars gathered on the red carpet last night for the NFL honors, and some NFL players took up some big awards. KNBC 9's Lynn Jennings takes us to the ceremony.
Well, good morning from Las Vegas. We're just outside Allegiant Stadium. Of course, this is the site for Super Bowl 58, just a couple of days away. 49ers and Chiefs. Well, last night was the NFL honors, rewarding the best of the best in the NFL. Lamar Jackson of the Baltimore Ravens won the NFL MVP. Not much of a surprise there. Patrick Mahomes did not win the Walter Payton Man of the Year award. That was given to Cameron Hayward of the Pittsburgh Steelers. On the red carpet, we saw NFL players, NFL legends, celebrities. We did run into Chiefs CEO and owner Clark Hunt, as well as former Chiefs great Tony Gonzalez. And we asked Clark Hunt about what the owners feel. How do they feel about him after his team has been to the Super Bowl 4 times in the last 5 seasons?
Well, they're very nice to congratulate me. In fact, I ran into Robert Kraft outside, and he offered congratulations to me and my family. And I told him, look, you did an amazing job of setting the example that we all want to follow.
Well, obviously, I wish we could have done that when I was there. And so you look at it, and you're like, okay, well, I'm not part of it. I'm not out there on the field, but it's like family. You know, it's like watching your younger nephew go out there and dominate.
We also ran into former Chiefs player Tyrann Mathieu. He says he's still living in Kansas City. It's his hometown, so he's rooting for the Chiefs on Sunday. Reporting from Las Vegas, I'm Len Jennings for KMBC 9 News.
Makes sense, right? And, today is the day that hundreds, if not thousands of fans are coming here to Sin City to join us as we get ready for Super Bowl 58. Let's continue our live team coverage with Martin Augustine at KCI. And Martin, we know many flights have been added to try to accommodate these crowds.
Right, and you add those flights, those Chiefs fans will come. Take a look at the check-in line here at the security gate at KCI. It is packed. Now, that's not necessarily what's unusual, but what you will see if you hang around here for just a few minutes, how many people are dressed in red. We've already run into a few people who are on their way to Vegas. No tickets, but they're going there for the fun. More on those folks in just a little bit. Take a look at the departure board up here. You can see all the flights to Vegas starting at 6 a.m. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those flights. Some of those have been added. Southwest has added 3 additional nonstop flights today. Spirit Airlines adding flights to the next Spirit flight taking off there about 7 o'clock. American and United adding 13 nonstop Vegas flights over the last few days and through the weekend, with more leaving today, tomorrow, and Monday, with more return flights Monday and Tuesday. United Airlines doing the same thing with additional return flights from Vegas added Sunday and Monday. Specifically, Americans added flights leave at 12:30 today and tomorrow, and one leaving at 6 a.m. United's got a flight there. You can see up there that United flight leaving at 10:15. That's one that they added. And if you take note of that number, the flight number 2287, that is significant because 87 is, of course, Travis Kelce's number. 22, I believe, is a song by Taylor Swift. And if I'm wrong about that, it's not you, it's me. Anybody picking up what I'm putting down right there? One last thing for you, Cody. Ran into 3 guys here in line, headed to Las Vegas, fellows named Lodi Morrison, Brian Saxton, and Edward Blackburn. This is the 30th year that those guys have gotten together to go to the Super Bowl. They don't always go to the game, but they are there for the fun. That's what they're planning to do again this year, too. Notably, they have their Derek Thomas jerseys with the number 58. This is Super Bowl number 58. How fitting is that? Cody?
Our numbers man, Martin Augustine, this morning. Thank you so much. That is brilliant to see that, and I love that the tradition is continuing. This is very brilliant, too. In fact, you might have to shield your eyes a bit. Look at this bedazzled Chiefs helmet. This is really nice. I don't know if they let Patrick Mahomes put that on the field and crack that like he did in the game against the Dolphins. We're live here at the Super Bowl Experience, where you can learn a lot about football history. Of course, there are some fun moments we're going to show you around, too. But they have a historic exhibit set up here. And you see there on the back wall, just looking at the chronology of pro football, and look at those big copies, those replica ticket stubs there, showing you just how far back this goes. We've got the original first Chiefs Super Bowl win up there, too. And then everything here talking about the different eras of different commissioners, Elmer Layden, Roger Goodell, and the like. It really is neat to see. When football's biggest game is being played in a city built on entertainment, well, it only makes sense that a show like Entertainment Tonight would be here, right? We've seen many TV productions, shows set up in front of the Bellagio, covering everything in town leading up to Super Bowl 58. We got to speak to host Nichelle Turner. She's from Missouri, went to the University of Missouri, so it's no secret where her loyalties lie. She wants the Chiefs to win, and what better place for that to happen than Vegas?
It just feels good because there's so much camaraderie. I've had people stopping me on the street the last 2 days saying, "We know you're from Missouri, homegirl, Chiefs," and it's just fun, to be with other people, like-minded folks, and just ready to have a good time and ready to party.
Nichelle has another reason to root for KC. The Super Bowl this year falls on her birthday. So, Donna and Jamie, that would be one heck of a present if the Chiefs were able to pull off a back-to-back Super Bowl wins.
Yeah, that would definitely be a good gift. I think everyone in Chiefs Kingdom is kind of hoping the Chiefs can pull off a win on Sunday.
Yep, okay. She deserves it. Cody, good to talk to you. We'll get to you in a little bit. I'm glad you're having fun. I'm glad you're inside there because, Cody said it's cold out there, Nick. Anybody who is leaving today, maybe they bring an extra fleece or something?
Yeah, good advice.
They're going to want some extra layers as they're heading out to the desert. It's a lot better than what it was earlier in the week when it was just cold and wet, and now it's kind of chilly and dry. We'll get to those temperatures in just a moment. But out the door here in Kansas City, it's colder than yesterday morning. Temperatures in the 30s and 40s. You'll need a warmer coat for this morning. This afternoon, right back to April-like temperatures, 61 degrees with less wind. Yesterday was just nautical. Overnight, tomorrow morning, just a slim chance of a few brief showers this evening, and we'll drop down to freezing tomorrow morning. So it is going to be a colder weekend here in Kansas City. Highs in the mid to upper 40s, but it's going to be dry on Saturday and Sunday. Now, if you are heading out to the desert, again, temperatures have improved, especially for Saturday and Sunday. You're going to see a lot more sunshine here. Highs in the mid 50s, but that's still a far cry from the normal high of 61 degrees in Las Vegas this time of the year. Donna.
All right, Nick, thank you. The Power and Light District will be a lot of folks' choice for a Super Bowl watch party Sunday. So organizers, they know that. They're beefing up staffing and security. People who go to the P&L, well, you can expect security screening. So leave the big bags at home just to make it easier for everybody. Medical workers will be there in case there are any emergencies, and crews will be lining up extra bathrooms. That's always my question to meet the demands of hundreds of people who will be in the district. That watch party area will take up more space, they say, than any other standard event.
Yeah, when you double your capacity and you expand out to a whole new street, that includes bringing in additional fencing and just more security personnel to ensure that everyone is nice and safe.
Organizers also recommend that you don't park in the district, park somewhere else, and then use the streetcar to actually get you to Power and Light.
Let's check out some of our best Chiefs fans. Meet Emily, dressed up as Taylor Swift. Oh, she is so precious. The staff at Advent Health dressed her up in honor of the Super Bowl. She was just born Tuesday. She's already a big Chiefs fan, and we'd like to see your best fan photos. We'll continue sharing them in the days leading up to the big game. Just 2 days left. Submit your pics at KNBC.com/bestfans. The Independence Avenue Bridge has beaten so many opponents that Kansas City has installed a new warning system.
All right, does it work? We're going to show you a new video that's bringing that system's effectiveness into question.
And sometimes the stars align and the people find out that their name is perfect for a specific occasion. We'll introduce you to the Kansas City woman who accidentally shares a deeper connection with Super Bowl 58.
Cheering loud, standing proud. Keep it right here for unmatched coverage of Chiefs Kingdom. KNBC 9 News.
Well, local donut shops' confections turned out to be premonition of sweet victory for the Chiefs during the AFC Championship game. So they're crafting more for Super Bowl Sunday.
We want to bring in our KNBC 9's Morgan Mobley. She joins us live in Shawnee this morning. And Morgan, what's on the menu for this game?
Good morning, ladies. Well, the lights are on and we are officially in. It is a good start to this Red Friday here. I am joined now by Mylene Robinette. She works here at Mr. D's Donuts. Good morning. I understand these orders have been just flying off the shelves for these donuts, or these Chiefs donuts. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, so we're doing our specialty Chiefs for this weekend for the Super Bowl. And we're doing some roasted 49ers too, but they're flying off the shelves right now to get all the festivities in for everyone.
How many orders have you guys taken of these just for this weekend?
Well, just for Sunday, actually, it's around 200, and we've had to cut them off. But over the whole weekend, there's too many.
And on any typical weekend, you said you get about maybe 20 orders. So that has really amplified your order volume this weekend and keeping you busy. I know for the AFC Championship, part of the proceeds we're actually going to Make-A-Wish Foundation. Is that the case this time?
It's not this time. We just had way too much going on, way too many orders, way too many people talking to us about them. Yeah.
Very understandable. Okay, last but certainly not least, I'm sure a lot of the people are wondering, can they still get their hands on these or is it too late?
Yeah, they can still get their hands on these if you come early. We open at 5:30 here at the donut shop and 7 a.m. at the coffee shop. We have limited amounts of regular donuts, Chiefs donuts, and mochi donuts this weekend.
All right, you heard the woman. You better get here and better get here fast. These will sell out. And I can attest, they are so delicious, you guys. I'll bring you back a couple if I can. Reporting live in Shawnee, Morgan Mobley, KMBC 9 News.
All right, Morgan, I'm going to hold you to it. Thank you. The Independence Avenue Bridge, it's undefeated, but not the new warning system meant to warn truck drivers about just how low the bridge is. Kansas City installed the warning curtains just last week, and the other day, cameras captured footage of a truck knocking down the curtains and continuing to drive. Yeah, you see it right there. So the idea is when the curtains are hit, drivers will know that they can't go under the bridge. I don't think that one happened. Well, a nearby business hopes the city can find a solution to the crashes because they are disruptive.
They close the street here. They lower down my customer. Every time they stay 2-3 hours, try to knock the truck out from there.
A spokeswoman for the city says there is an ongoing effort to put a new truck route in place and additional signs. KMBC has documented at least 17 crashes at the Independence Avenue Bridge over the last 3 years, and that is just the last 3 years. So we'll keep an eye on it. So many of us feel connected to Super Bowl 58 for so many different reasons. It's love of football, love of the Chiefs, love of Taylor Swift.
Okay, but for one woman, her connection is all in the name.
Hello, my name is Donna Pittman. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Kelsey Taylor Pomeroy.
Yep, Kelsey Taylor. And what a season or era it's been for this Kansas City woman, Chiefs fan, and Swiftie.
I was so thrilled when this happened because I'm like, we have she's a part-time resident of my city? Really? That's amazing.
Since pop star Taylor Swift and football star Travis Kelce's love story began, this Kelsey Taylor has a story of her own.
Over these past couple months, it has evolved into, I'm thinking people are calling me out by my first and middle name. Like, that is very intimate because I'll be out and about and I'll hear Kelsey and they will just arrange their sentences where the next word is Taylor. And I'm like, just paranoid all the time because people are talking, like using my middle name, Kelsey Taylor, everywhere.
Something she had to share.
Kelsey Taylor, print your bracelet. Love, love.
Millions have watched her Instagram post made right after a trivia night date with her husband.
We were sitting trying to answer trivia questions and the table next to us had said Kelsey Taylor. And I looked around and I seriously got up thinking someone needed me.
The one Swift song Kelsey says sums up the past few months, I Know Places.
In the song, it's talking about like knowing a secret place to like get away from like prying eyes and the paparazzi. And obviously that's not, exactly what's going on to me, but it does feel like people are just talking about me all the time when they're really not.
Regardless, the Kelsey Taylor talk likely isn't going anywhere anytime soon.
So Kelsey Taylor does not have tickets to the Super Bowl. She plans to watch it from home and to cheer on her favorite player, Travis Kelce, of course.
Of course. I mean, I'd be kind of shocked if she had a different favorite player.
Yeah, I love this. She told me that she wants to now branch out and find Travis Taylor's, Taylor Travis's. There's got to be other, she said even Chelsea's. So we'll be watching her social media to see if she can get all these folks together.
I mean, you get it on social media, and I bet you could have a contest between who has what many names. I mean, social media, far-reaching with a story like that. I'm sure she's going to have a lot of success. City View Cam this morning, we're lit up in red. It's the biggest red Friday of the year, and it's colder than yesterday morning. 41 degrees, probably going to need the warmer coat. Less wind today. Yesterday, there were 40 to 50 mile an hour wind gusts. Had some wind damage reports in Warrensburg yesterday. Saw some utility poles that were blown over by the wind. That will not be the case today. Temperatures out the door ranging from freezing cold in Hiawatha and Lawrence into the 40s in Lee Summit, Odessa, and Sedalia. 12-hour forecast for today in Kansas City. Kind of a mix of sun and clouds and a light northeast breeze at 5 to 10 miles per hour, reaching to around 60 degrees here in Kansas City, with a north wind in northern Missouri, St. Joe, Cameron, Chillicothe, and Trenton in the upper 50s to near 60. You see the warming south wind denoted by those arrows that are in the orange color or the warmer color from the south to the north. That's where it'll be in the mid to upper 60s, near 70 degrees into central Missouri. Over the weekend, there will be a big rain and snowstorm that passes just south of Kansas City, across the Texas and Oklahoma panhandles, West Texas, Oklahoma. This is Sunday morning into Sunday night, and then that snow starts to develop there on the backside, northwest Arkansas, right along I-44 from Springfield to St. Louis Monday morning. So if you are traveling south Sunday or Monday, at the very least, you're going to be dealing with rain. Worst case scenario, you're going to be driving in snow. So keep that in mind if you are traveling south Sunday and Monday. Conversely, if you have friends that are traveling north into Kansas City on those days. Beginning next week on Tuesday, we reach back into the 50s. It'll be dry and sunny next week. Spring-like temperatures for Wednesday, for Valentine's Day. And it does get cooler for the end of next week, but still no chance of rain or snow. Donna.
Okay, Valentine's Day. That's Wednesday. All right. The big question on every football fan's mind, who will win the Super Bowl? Well, for Chiefs Kingdom, the answer is so simple, a monkey would know it. We'll show you how One Zoo is putting that to the test.
Animals at the Kansas City Zoo and Aquarium are getting into the game day spirit.
Yeah, the zoo sent us these pictures. How cute is that? The animals with their Chiefs-themed enrichment toys. Love it. Some Kansas football experts made their predictions for the big game.
And this one pretty smart. They guessed correctly. The Topeka Zoo's Pattis Monkeys both picked the Chiefs to win, and the pick was controversial because Monkeys Harry and Emma originally came from a zoo in San Francisco, home of the 49ers.
Dun, dun, dun. All right, with the Chiefs making it to another Super Bowl, talk about a football dynasty as Exploded will share the team members' thoughts on that. Plus, there is a new contender for the new Royals baseball stadium. If it happens, we'll explain where it could go.